Hi, it's Brad Clark here, and in this video, step 2, I'm going to teach you how to maximize your Social Security benefit. So when should you claim Social Security? Getting this wrong could cost you over $200,000 between you and your spouse. So here's the short answer. Defer your payments until 70. You may have heard that before, but let me repeat this. Defer your payments until age 70. So here's the slightly longer answer. If you're single, defer to 70. If you're married, defer to 70 if you have the larger benefit, and claim earlier if you have the smaller benefit. So why am I saying this? First of all, each year you defer, the benefit increases by over 8%. Huge. Secondly, you cannot outlive your Social Security benefit. I'm a huge fan of sources of income that you cannot outlive to finance your needs. Thirdly, Social Security is inflation protected. And again, we haven't had a lot of inflation, but we absolutely could. So this benefit is inflation protected, unlike a lot of other financial products and investments and stuff. Survivor benefits are generous, right? So really understanding survivor benefits is important, and this is why the person with the larger benefit should defer till 70. Finally, your income floor is important. Again, the idea of an income floor, which I'm really going to pound on in this class. So back to our needs, wants, and wishes, right? So how do we pay for this stuff? Well, I really like the idea of an income floor. An income floor is a series of, or a set of safe products and investments that exists to finance our needs. And Social Security is a key part of your income floor. So why do fewer than 10% of people defer until 70? And why may you be thinking about not deferring until 70? Let's talk through those for a second. So the first is maybe you assume you can't afford to, or maybe you really don't want to see your portfolio go down in your late 60s as you're financing your spending before going on Social Security. That's a very common concern. And I would just say, get over it, right? It's worth it. Number 2. You think you won't live long enough. There's a lot of break-even analysis out there that suggests you need to live to be 82 or 83 to break even on deferring Social Security. A lot of that analysis does not pick up the survivor benefits and how generous they are. Also, a lot of us underestimate how long we are going to live, right? So I would really encourage you to defer because you may live to be 90 or 95 or even older than that. So another thing that I hear is that people are very optimistic about how well they will do in the stock market. And so the idea here is that maybe you would take Social Security earlier, and instead of drawing your portfolio down, you have more money to invest, and you think you can do better with that money. And I just think that that's a little misguided. I mean, it might happen, but it's not something to plan on. So another one is that a lot of people are worried about Social Security getting means tested or having the benefits cut. And I do think this is a risk, but not if you're already 50 or 60 or what have you. If you're 20 or 30 or 40, I think there's a risk of this. But I don't think that there's a significant risk if you're already in your 50s or 60s. So please, please remember your income floor. Again, the income floor is the amount of income that you require to finance your needs, and Social Security is a critically important layer of that income floor, and I would encourage you to think about it that way. So in this last video, we covered Social Security. In this next video, I want to go over how to maximize your employer pension. If you don't have an employer pension, and if that employer is not offering you a lump sum, you could skip this video and just go to step 4, which is on bond ladders. But if you do have an employer pension, I encourage you to stick around. Or if your spouse does, I encourage you to stick around for this. Thanks very much.